welcome back to a Manchadar Plays Factorio, Lazy Bastard Edition. Look at that, we just placed our last nuclear, these things? Nuclear reactor. We got all our turbines placed, and I've even had some fuel stockpiling a little bit, just so that we can have some. And I did get actually hit by one of these trains a minute ago. So when they're going that slow, and you walk in between them, I survived it. I don't know how if I could take a full speed one, but I survived partially. Yeah, don't walk between the trains, guys. Silly. So we don't need any more of those. That can slow down on production. I've also shut this down, so the concrete can now concentrate on going in here. We're still waiting on the processing units anyways. Of course, there's a few here. A lot of times there's some. Nope, that one hasn't gotten any for a while. Oh yeah, I think I shut that off. Yeah, to stop stealing it all. In fact, shut that off so it stops stealing it as well. That one doesn't have them. That one doesn't. And I've also moved the before the processing unit provider box was right here, pulling them off this belt, so stealing them from the speed things. I've moved it to the end so that these will get the processing units first, and then if that makes it to the end, go ahead and stick it in there. That's why we're even slower now on the rockets, because I'm trying to get these produced so that we can get more processing units produced. But we're ready to start up the nuclear reactors. Let's hope we don't blow up. Everything should be ready to go. It's producing. This one's been producing enough. Let's see what. Up to 84 this time. So it fluctuates between 80 and 85. Eventually it'll get to 85 that it's produced. It'll pick up to 80 again, and the last 5 go through. And that's how this has happened, because this still hasn't quite gotten up all the way up there. It's almost there now. But this can only grab like 3 pieces. So when there's 5 like this, watch. There's 5 coming through. He grabs a few. Some make it all the way down to this guy. So he's able to start producing. He's been able to start producing fuel cells for us. And each recipe actually creates 10 fuel cells. I didn't pay attention to that before. So there's quite a bit. And now, because it only takes 1 uranium-235, he can actually make 2 more units of it. So he's going to make 30 of these things this round. Look at all those fuel cells. So that should be a good start. Now that this is up to 84, because it's been getting filled up by this, between the 2 of them, we're going to end up getting a stockpile here really quick now. In fact, I could probably shut one off, but we still have thousands of these things. We have 2 full steel chests. This one's already half full. We got a ton, so not really an issue. But I think we can go ahead and start. Now that we're going to have a constant supply of these, because now that these are both full, they're both going to be providing 235 to this guy. Let's just make sure. He's at 84, he's at 84. This one produces about 3 times as much as this guy because of how much faster it is. So let's see how many make it through this time. And it's going to send out 5, and all 5 will go to here. Okay, yeah, we're going to have a pretty good supply of nuclear fuel now. This one should do basically the same. And send 5 on its way. Look at that, bam. So now look at that, it's got quite the surplus. So now we're just kind of waiting for this one to process it all, as much as it's getting now. So we're going to end up with a surplus of 235. And it's trying to get. Let's go ahead and put that so he can have a little more chance to get those 238s to keep full there too. Because eventually these 235s are going to block the 238s. And they won't even be able to come through here. wonder if that's going to be an actual problem. Guess we'll find out later if it's clogged up, the system's all clogged up, huh? But we have quite the surplus of fuel now, so let's go ahead and send them about and get these starting to run. 100% neighbor bonus instantly. And even these have 100% neighbor bonus. Oh, 200% neighbor bonus. Nice. What's going to happen when they make it all the way around to the other side? So he's got 100%, now he's got 200% because that one's running. This one's going to have 300% neighbor bonus. And it looks like that's going to be the max. So these end ones will be at 200%. The middle ones will all be at 300 once it's all running. Yes. The only problem is they're going to go all the way to the end and just kind of stockpile at this guy. So this guy will always have fuel. This guy only gets it as it gets created. But it looks like they hold plenty, so hopefully more will be created in the meantime. Yeah, he's not picking them up. So So he's getting 100% for each neighbor. And bam. So all the middle ones will be at 300% bonus. These ones will be at 200% bonus. So 180 degrees, 190 degrees, which should filter out. I got 200 degrees out to here. Oh. Almost 200 degrees to there, which these need to be minimum temperature of 500 to start producing steam. So it's going to be a little bit. This is to get it clear up to 500 degrees Celsius before. That's freaking hot, man. Before these actually start producing steam. We're about halfway there. So it'll be kind of interesting to watch. It'll probably start in the center areas and just slowly branch out to everything creating steam. So we're up to 270. Rotation speed. Oh, not that thing. These ones are up to 340. So we're getting there. That's up to 360. Yeah, so these are the closest ones. They're at 330. These go much later. So these are only up to 60 degrees. It's going to take a while, but these are front ones. Yeah, look at that. They're already almost up to 400. 400 degrees there. This thing's over 400 degrees. So these are the first ones to get fuel. So close. This will be interesting, definitely. And we are still producing fuel, so it is still backing up, so that's good. This guy is almost through his first one. So in theory, he should grab a few of them next time they pass through. And bam. So, and there are the spent ones. What are we up to? 452. We're over 500 here. This is up to 530. Wow. I wonder what these are going to end up at. It's been a while since I've had a nuclear facility, so I don't remember much about them. These are almost at 500, so we should start seeing the inner ones start. Oh, there they go. Starting to produce steam. All that inner ring. It's producing power. And yeah, we were already almost up to 200 megawatts in the usage. Look at that. And the steam will slowly start branching out as these hit 500. These are up to 600 degrees. Wow. I don't think it's safe for me to stand there. Have those depleted ones made it down here yet? Not yet. Oh, we've got a backlog. These are held up because of these. We're producing too many. So I'm thinking let's stop that one because now it's backing up the system. and this can't get these to produce more nuclear fuel, so that is going to be a problem. It's got to stay on the other side. So really, somehow I got to get this to spit it out on the other side of this belt here. Let's see, how can I do that? So it needs to be on this belt, not that belt, but I could probably send them over here. Okay, I see what I can do. So I'm gonna stick this to there, and we're actually gonna have the belt run here, and it's got to go here, so there to there. We want to create that, and instead of a chest here, we're going to put an underground belt, and whoops, get the other side of it, and that will be my buffer instead of a chest. And now I have a ton of these. So that should work now, right? Okay. It keeps them on that side of the belt. Just to make it cleaner. Oh, we got a bunch of these things. Those we can stick there, I guess. So that's got plenty, right? Okay. Really, we need the processing units to build up. So let's not research anymore, since we're just kind of wasting processing units doing it. I've still got a bunch. Why do I have twos? I got threes here. Don't need them down here. Not entirely certain how that happened. But our nuclear facility is up and running. Yay! I'll just stick the twos in there. Stick the threes in there. We got lots to build here. Now we are building our rocket facility. Well, we're trying to get there, as you can see. Now that we have the power, yeah, look at all that power we're producing. I'm going to go ahead and change this to a provider and watch the system explode a bit. Look at that. 300 or so construction bots come flying out. Grab all those, whee, and send them all out. Wow, where are they going? 2 sections. Oh, they ran out of power. Come back. As they charge up, they come spreading out more. Really, I need them over here more than anything, around these processing units. I've already tried to speed them up once with adding this whole line. Oh, also there was a bit of a traffic jam. I don't know if I told you about that. Yeah, I did. I told you about that traffic jam. So it kind of slowed everything down a bit. But it looks like it's all back up and running. Everything's producing as quickly as it can again. I guess I could go through and upgrade all of these now to tier 3s. I mean, might as well, right? They're just producing stuff. Especially since it's actually backlogged now. Look at all that. These used to be full lines. Everything is slower now. We've been using circuits like crazy down here. What's using them in this area? build more of those because I've been taking stacks of these things. Interesting. Clear down here, it's been stealing them that far. I did also open up these just to build one stack of each, but they don't really take much resources. But maybe that's where all the green ones went, because they all do take green. I'm trying to get rid of this flashing thing. And now the only thing left is the rocket launcher and all of those beacons. 600 more beacons. Well, now we don't need a stockpile of them. So we'll just keep the top 4, I guess. That'll give us 40. I don't know if we'd ever need 40 at a time. Let's give 20. And because as they get created, they're going to be... whoops. That was interesting. So as they get created by this guy, they're going to get put out there. Can I build? No, it won't take efficiency. That's okay. We got speed. Let's get those sped up, and we'll get all our beacons and get the entire base fully built, up and running. Now that we have more than enough power. I mean, look at that. We're using 300 megawatts all of a sudden to run everything. Probably because a lot of those things, and it's just barely even creeping, barely touching what we got. Oh, look at all those water trains. Are they? No, there's one up there. It's not too bad. Most of them are staying. Most of them are still back here, so it's all working well. There we go. Now it stays on one side, keeps these on the other side. Perfect. So that'll keep a flow of these. Hopefully they don't back up anymore. Keeps each one to a certain side of the belt. As they are needed. These ones actually do go to the wrong side of the belt. Look at that. Yeah, red comes out here. So every now and then, if these are producing 235s, they are going to be on the wrong side of the belt. So I think we need to fix that so it doesn't jam up, and we'll just do that. So that'll keep everything on the one side of the belt. Keep the 238s on one side, 235s on the other. They don't run into each other down here at the end and clog the whole system up. Cool. Alrighty. Now we'll have. That should give us plenty of fuel. Are these coming down at all? Nope. We're still producing more 238s than we're using. And these are now also, as you can see, producing 238. It takes 5 used up uranium fuel cells, and after a minute produces 3 uranium 238s. Which just kind of joins into the system. So cool. Our nuclear power plant is running. We still got plenty. Sulfuric acid is not up. Where's our train for this? What's he waiting on? Full cargo or 5 seconds of inactivity, buddy. You know what? Just come over here anyway. Alright. What do we don't have any radar right there? Or we do, we just gotta go to the right screen. Yeah, he's full, so what's the... Nothing's moving. Oh, hey, look at that. This is actually being slow to produce. That's not full. That's the problem. Sulfuric acid is being slowly produced. What's the holdup on it? I don't know. Maybe because there's only one producing? Maybe we need to get some... Oop. Let's go find out. Maybe there's a... That's the bottleneck over there, it seems, is the sulfuric acid. Maybe we need to make another sulfuric acid producer. I mean, we got plenty of uranium. It's still coming in just fine. So, oh, it's sulfur. And sulfur is just producing. It's just time. Every bit of it that's being produced is going right into the system. Alrighty, so maybe create another one of these. Where do we put it? It takes 5 sulfur. Huh. Well, I guess one thing we can do is just add some modules to it and get some more production out of it that way. So first off, let's grab, let's take this guy out. I'm going to come over here, change this back to a steel chest, grab these, the 2 that I can, grab those. Where have those been getting used? Did I use them up? Oh, I've got 8 now, and got 5 there. Where are we at on our rocket silo? Just waiting on concrete. Cool. And that won't place automatically because I don't have it in a provider chest. I should, not that it really matters. Here, you know what? Let's do this. No, middle click. And put our surplus in there. And make that a green one. Or, yeah, yellow one. Green, sorry. Make that a level 3. How about that? And we got a few beacons. Sweet. Now, let's go over to our sulfuric acid. Add some beacons around it. Where was it? Clear up here. So we want this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. That's all we got right now. We're going to put the efficiency or productivity in there, and we'll put the speed in the ones around it. Voila. Yep, that definitely sped things up. Alrighty. So just things like that, you just got to find what's slow, go speed them up. Look at that. Ting, 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 ting. Much faster production. Sweet. Still not quite as fast as this wants, but that should solve some of the sulfuric acid issues. And which should send this train off a little bit faster. Oh, he already left and came back. He's filling back up again. So, kind of want to hitch a ride. So let's go to the power. So the other thing that I would need to do is just start increasing the production of the processing units. But really, we're almost done here, guys. I think the next episode, I'm probably going to be able to have the rocket launcher facility built, and we can just get that rocket launched. As soon as that's done, we should have our achievement. Yes, most of this has been, oh hey, look at that. We've actually, wow, we've way backed up. We've got more fuel than we're going to need for a while. Huh, interesting. We could probably start sending them out faster. Yep, it's just kind of a self-cycling now. Hopefully these don't back up too much. Because if these back up and won't have, I have had a nuclear facility where the spent fuel rods backed up. Ooh, 1,000 degrees Celsius. Wow. These are hot. Probably don't want to touch these. I don't think I'm going to get anywhere near the amount of all the power that I've got out, even with all these beacons. It's probably not going to utilize all the power that I'm producing. Once you get this facility up and running, you're not going to ever go through that much power. I mean, 2.4 gigawatts. That's tremendous. And with my other gigawatt of power going there, I've got over three. Oh, yeah, it was like what, just over 1 gigawatt. So I've got over 3 gigawatts, almost 3.5 gigawatts of power being produced, being possible to produce, and I'm using a tenth of it. Using a tenth of what I can produce, and most of them are already in the beacons, and they're not even all done. I've still got 600 beacons to go. So it'll be almost 1,000 beacons, and so they're going to use over 1 gigawatt on their own. If 300, well, no, it's about what, 3 times that. So they'll be using about 500 megawatts, half a gigawatt just in that. And then with all the, if you can get all the speed and module upgrades, it'll use a tremendous amount of power. But I don't think it's going to use 3.5 gigawatts of power. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Next episode really is the reactor, the rocket launcher. And let's see how close we are to getting it built. We have it built. So yeah, come back next time and we will get that rocket launcher placed. And let's see where we're at on the facility of producing a rocket. Let's see, so we got all of the rocket control back up. These is all backed up way. So really, huge line, huge line. What else is coming into here? That's for the white science coming out. What's these? These are the satellites, huh? I'm not able to produce satellites yet. That's because I need that. Okay, well, let's go ahead and start that research. We'll have that 2,000. We'll have that researched when we come back. But really, this is what we need for the rocket. We got those and those. These 3 lines here is what's going to produce our rockets. And we have a huge line, so it really shouldn't take long to get it launched. Very intriguing, very intriguing. This is set up to do what? Read belt contents, hold on this, as long as there's a star. Okay. Well, so yeah, until next time, guys. Next episode, launch a rocket. We should be finished on the next one. Have fun, guys.